1912 was not a good year for big boats called the Titanic. In fact, in 1912, 100% of big boats named the Titanic ended up crashing into an iceberg. 1,517 people died aboard the Titanic, but more animals than just humans died on the Titanic. One of the other things that died on the Titanic was the official Titanic cat named Jenny. And this cat was very unlucky, really. Just a week before the sinking of the Titanic, they had given birth to a bunch of kittens, something I have personally never done, but it sounds quite painful. Probably the last thing the cat wanted after giving birth to a bunch of kittens is to have to swim around in the Atlantic until it drowned. A bunch of people had also bought their dogs aboard the ship. One of these dogs was a champion French Bulldog, who had been bought for £150, which doesn't sound like too much until you realise that in 2023, this £150 is worth £21,000. But it didn't turn out too badly. I mean, it definitely did for the dog because it died, but it worked out kind of okay for the owner, Robert Williams Daniel, who ended up claiming $750 for the loss of his French Bulldog, which is about $24,000 in 2023, which in pounds is about $19,000. So Robert Williams Daniel only lost about £2,000, his dog, and probably his sanity after being in the most famous maritime disaster in all of history. There were also a lot of other dogs aboard the ship too, at least 8 in total, one of which was a Chow Chow, which Wikipedia lists as also being named Chow Chow. I somehow find that unlikely. There was also a Newfoundland dog named Rigel, who is credited with saving multiple passengers on the Titanic by barking for ages at a boat that was about to run over a lifeboat full of passengers. Rigel's existence is heavily contested though. But what doesn't seem to be as heavily contested is that on the night of the Titanic sinking, someone went onto the deck where all the dogs were kept in cages and just released all of them. So while everyone was panicking about sinking, thinking there was no way this night could possibly get any worse, they suddenly just saw a bunch of random dogs charging towards them. And while the Titanic was sinking, the dogs were all just running up and down the tilted deck of the boat. Some people claim that there were horses on the boat, but the figures vary pretty wildly from 0 horses all the way to more than 30, which I find hard to believe because horses are pretty difficult to miss. My favourite one of these claims about horses on the Titanic is that loads of them were put onto lifeboats along with the people, and the horses got scared of all of the chaos of the sinking and so started kicking and biting everyone. And because of their bad lifeboat etiquette, only 3 of the horses survived. There were also a lot of rats aboard the Titanic. None of these were pets, it was just that, like many boats, the Titanic had a massive rat infestation. On the night of the sinking in the third-class dining room, a rat was spotted, and some of the women who saw it burst into tears, while the men chased it around trying to catch it unsuccessfully. But it's unlikely that that rat, or any of the other rats aboard, survived, unless any of them were secretly training to be the first land mammals to swim across the entire Atlantic Ocean without any assistance.